Hello everyone, hope you're all doing good. So, today here we will discuss the grade 9 maths. The chapter name is Variable Expression and Equations, and these are the names of the lesson. Identify the equivalent linear expression and which x satisfy an equation. So, let's get started. Variable expression and equations. Let's do the first lesson. Okay, so here is the question, that is, which expression is equivalent to 3g plus 9g? So what we do for it, first of all, we are just going to, this is a basically like in the form of this way, 3g plus 9 and g. What we do, we are going to add their constants, not adding their variables. So what is the constant here? That is 3. What here? This is 9. So 3 plus 9, which is 12, and g is as it is. For example, if I'm going to write it here like 20x plus 3x. So what is the answer for that? 20 plus 3, which is 23x. Okay, and this kind of expression. Now let's do which expression is equivalent to 5 into a plus 7. Let's do that one. For example, here is a 5 and there is bracket a plus 7. What we do for that? First we're going to multiply 5 with this a, then we're going to multiply 5 with that 7. Okay, so when the 5 is multiplied with a, what would be the answer? This is 5a, then plus 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, let's do the next. For example, here I'm going to write like 7 into x plus y plus 3. So it means that first x7 is multiplied with this x, then it's multiplied with that y, and then it's multiplied with that 3. Okay, so when 7 is multiplied with x, what is the answer? This is 7x plus 7 is multiplied with y, which becomes 7y, then plus 7 is multiplied with 3. What's the answer? That is 21. Okay, in this way. Now look, for example, again we are going to take some multiplication questions. 5 into, like for example, here is 5 into n plus 9. So first of all, 5 is multiplied with n, then 5 is multiplied with 9. So when the 5 is multiplied with n, what's the answer? This becomes 5n plus 5 is multiplied with 9. What is answer? 5 times which number is 5 times 9 is which number? That is 45. That is your answer. Okay, let's do some more question for that. Just going to check some related questions. Okay, 8 into f plus 2. It's all about multiplication now. Okay, 8, that is into f plus 2. So now what's the answer? That is 8f plus 8 times 2 is 16. Just simply addition, or just simply multiplication. Sorry, 8 times 2 is 16. Now if I'm going to write it here, 7a plus 7b plus 3a. So what does it mean? First of all, combine the same terms, that is 7a, and add up with 3a, then plus 7b as it is. So 7a plus 3a, what is the answer? That is 10. Okay, which is 10a plus 7b. We are not going to add 10 and 7 together because why? Their variables are different. This is a here, that is b here. So we are going to write the answer like that way. This is 10a plus 7b. Okay. All right. If I'm going to write it here, the numbers, like for example, the questions, this is 13a plus 2b plus 7a plus 5b. First of all, combine all the same variables. What is the same one here? First one is 13a, add up with 7a, and then 2b, add up with 5b. So 13a plus 7a, what is the answer? It's 20a plus 2b plus 5b is 7b. Okay, and that is your answer. Now just do some multiplication question. This is here 7 into 5 plus a plus 2b. Okay, now if you have a question like this way, then how can we solve it? You all guys solve this question on your notebook. Solve it and then tell me what's the answer. First of all, multiply 7 with 5. What's the answer? It is 35. Add up with 7 is multiplied with a, that is 7a. 7 is multiplied with 2b. What's the answer? 14b. Okay. Now let's do the test questions. So, which x is equivalent to 3 into m plus 9? Let's solve firstly. 3 into m plus 9. What's the answer? This becomes 3m plus 3 into 9 is 27. Let's check, is there any answer? 3m plus 27. Look at here the first one. 3 with m and then it's 27. Okay. Now which expression is equivalent to 4u? Now look, here is only the one number. It's just a simple one number here now. So we are going to write it here 2 into 4 and u. Simply multiply 2 with 4. This is 8 and u as it is. Okay. So is there any 8u? Yes, this one. Okay, let's do the next. Which expression is equivalent to 6s plus 5s? Both are same. So adding 6 and 5 together, what's the answer? 6 plus 5 is 7 and then s with it. It's not s and 11. First you add the constants and then variable, okay? Otherwise it's wrong. Okay, now which expression is equivalent to 5 into a plus 7? First of all, multiply 5 with a and then multiply 5 with 7. What's the answer when you multiply 5 with a? That it becomes 5a. Okay? And then multiply 5 with 7. Then 5 times 7 is 35. So that means the first one, 5a plus 35. Okay? Now 7 into q plus 2. First of all, multiply 7 with q, then plus sign and multiply 7 with 2. So what's the answer? It's 7q plus 7 times 2 is 14. 7q plus 14. Now, what's the answer of 7q plus 14? Let's check. Is there any option for 7q plus 14? The first one. So we can click on the first one. Okay. Now, which expression is equivalent to 7j plus j? There is 7j plus j. What does it mean? It means that with the second one there is only 1j, and in the first one there is 7j. So 7j add up with 1j. What is the answer? It becomes 8j. Okay. So here we're gonna write it 8 and j. Okay. Now, which expression is equivalent to 3 into 4z? First of all, you multiply 3 with 4 and then z as it is. 3 times 4 is 12 and your z as it is. So it's 12z. Yes, it's here. Now 4 into 2h, just simply multiply 4 with 2 and h is the same thing. So 4 times 2 is 8 and 8h is your answer. First option. Okay. Now here is again the same 5 into n plus 9. First of all, multiply 5 with n, then addition sign as it is, and then multiply 5 with 9. So what is the answer when you multiply 5 with n? It becomes 5n. Let's write 5n and then 5 with 9. What is the answer? That is 5 times 9 is 45. So 5n plus 45. Check it out. Is there any option for 5n plus 45? Yes, this is the first one. 5n plus 45. Okay. Now hope you guys understand this lesson. It's all about like addition and multiplication of equivalent linear expression. So now you solve rest the question by yourself. Which x satisfy an equation? This is the second lesson for that. Let's do it. What value of r is the solution to this equation? Okay, r plus 4 is equals to 13. Now we are going to put here the value, or you can say that you are going to put some values in place of this r. Then you check whether your answer should be equals to 13. Okay, at which value of r when you put it here, then you add and you get the answer 13. So I'm going to write it here like this is r plus 4 which is equal to 13. So at which value you can put it here? How? Look at here. First of all, r is still same here. 13 is still same here. Move this 4 from this side to left side to right side. When it's moved, look at here the sign. With the 4, it's positive sign. When it's moved from left to right side, it becomes negative. So 13 minus 4. So what is value of r? 13 minus 4. What's the answer? That is 11. Okay? It's not 11. Sorry, it's 9. I'm just by chance just put it. It's 9. Okay? Now let's put this 9 in that equation. So here is r plus 4 which is equals to 13. So in place of this r I put 9 plus 4 which is equals to 13. So 9 plus 4 is 13 is equals to 13. Now look at here, left side becomes equals to the right side. and by putting the number r is equals to 9. Okay, let's do the next one. For example, here is s plus 10, which is equals to 13. So what we do first of all, we are moving the 10 from left to right side, then subtraction, and then we are getting the answer. So s is still same here, 13 is still same here, moving 10. So what is the answer? 13 minus 10, that is 3. Now putting this 3 in the equation from the first one. Now s plus 10 is equals to 13. So in place of s, we are going to put 3 plus 10, which is equals to 13. Now 3 plus 10 is 13. That is equals to 13. Okay. So look at here. 10 is our answer. Let's do the next. Now we are going to choose the question from here. 3v, that is equals to 3. 3v, which is equals to 3. If some numbers, you need to memorize that thing. If some numbers are added or subtracted in the left side and you want to move it, for example, you want to move a positive number. Now, when it moves left to right or right to left, it becomes minus. Okay? When you move a positive number, so it becomes minus. Now, when you move a minus number from left to right or right to left, it becomes positive. Okay? And now, if some numbers are multiply and then you move it from right to left or left to right, so that number is divided. All right, now look at here the thing, look at here the condition, which is 3v, that is equals to 3. When you finding it out the value of v, look at here, this 3 is multiply here. Now when it's move in that side, it becomes in the form of division. This 3 and 3 is cancelled, so your v answer is 1. Okay, now look, it's multiply. When we move it, it becomes divided. This is the answer of v. Now if you want to put this value of v from your question, then you get the right answer for that. As 3v is equals to 3, so in place of v, I'm going to put 1. This is equals to 3. So both sides, if both sides have same answer, then you can check it out, your question is right. Okay, let's do some more questions for that. If I'm going to write it here like 6x, which is equals to 6. Now it's again multiply, and when you move it from left to right, what it becomes x is still same position, 6 divided by 6. Now cancelling out, so your value of x is 1. Let's put this value of x is 1 in the equation. So it's 6 into 1, which is equals to 6. Now 6 is equals to 6. It means your question is right. And you have got the right answer in the end. Okay. Now let's check some other part of the questions. Yeah. For example, if you have a questions like that way, this is 10 of x, which is equals to 40. Now the same thing we are doing. What we do? Multiply 10 with z. What is the answer? Sorry, 10 and is equals to 40. Here is is multiplication. So x is here, 40 is here, this 10 is here multiply. When it move from left to right side, it becomes in the form of division. So 10 times which number is 40? Anyone? 10 times 4 is 40. Okay. So 10 times 4 is 40. Here the answer is 4. As we know that when you put this answer in the question, then you get the answer of 80. Same thing. Okay. Like 40 40 on both the sides. Now let's do some more questions. Let's do some test questions for that now. What value of s is a solution to this equation? 7s is equals to 14. This is 7s which is equals to 14. Okay. 7 is multiplied with s, that is equals to 14. Now s is here. 7 is now divided. 14 divided by 7. Because from here it's multiplied, and when we move it from left to right side, it becomes in the form of division. So 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 2 is 14. So S answer is 2. Okay, you understand this thing? Now let's do where the answer is 2. Option B. So for now, let's do the next question. What value of z is a solution to this equation? 8z is equals to 20. Same the thing we follow. 8 times 8 is here. So as we know that 8 is here, multiply with z. When it's moved from left to right side, it becomes in the form of division. So 24 divided by 8, what is the answer? 8 time, which number is 24? 8 time 3 is 24. So we are going to click on 3. What value of q is a solution to this equation? Q is equals to 11. So now look, q plus 10 which is equals to 11. Q is still same, 11 is still same. Now the 10 is moving. From here 10 is positive sign. When it's moved from left to right, it becomes negative. So your q is equals to 11 minus 10. What is the answer? It's 1. Let's check, is there any 1? Yes, q is equals to 1. That is your answer. Okay, let's solve that next. 7z is equals to 70. 7z is equals to 70. Now here 7 is multiplied with the z. When it's moved from left to right side, what it becomes? It becomes in the form of division. Okay. So when it moves from left to right side, so it becomes in the form of division. Let's check how it's divided now. What is the answer when you got it? Z is still same here. 70 over 7. 7 times which number is 70? 10. So your Z answer is 10. Okay. Alright. What value of y is the solution to this equation? 3y is equals to 33. Now y is multiplied with the 3. When it moves from left to right side, it becomes in the form of vn. And when you're dividing, so 33 divided by 3 is 11. Okay, that's it. Hope you guys understand this lesson, like which x satisfy an equation. Let's do check the next other lesson. There is no other lesson so let's start the next chapter. Okay, so today we have done that chapter, variable expression and equations. Now we are going to start number sequences, because the in that chapter there is only two lessons, and these two lessons we already covered now. And now let's get start number sequences. Let's do it. Numbers. And let's start the first lesson for the number sequences, which is identify the arithmetic and geometric sequences. Okay, so what kind of sequence is this? First of all, the sequence is given, which is 440, 440, 440, 440. All of it is same. So what does it mean? It means that, like, first check its sequence is arithmetic. How? There is constant difference. Like how much the difference in it. First of all, we check the difference in it. So if there is a constant, you can say that a difference of 0, that is the exactive term. So the sequence is arithmetic. Next, check if sequence is geometric. Then your constant is multiple. Okay, multiplier of 1 between their terms. Okay, so for checking the arithmetic, the constant difference is constant. Like when you subtract that number, like for example here is 2, then here it's 4, then here it's 6, then here it's 8, then here it's 11, or you can say that 10. So what is the difference in it? It's basically 2 difference, and this difference is common, so we can say that this difference is common. But if, like for example, here is 2, then 4, then 8, 10, and 14. What is the difference between 2 to 4? That is 2. 4 to 8, it's 4. 8 to 10, it's 2. 10 to 14, it's 4. Then it's 16. Then it's 2. Then again it's 2. So this kind of pattern is not like your pattern of arithmetic. Okay? So the arithmetic basically pattern is just simply checking it out. What is the difference their terms, their consecutive terms? Like you are going to, if you are basically putting some numbers like 550, and then the next one is 650. Okay, so able to write like this way, we just simply write. Okay, we just simply write and then check it out, the difference in it. So here we check the difference, that is a constant difference, which is 0 in that terms, because all terms are same, so there is no difference. And now for this is basically for checking of, you can say that, an arithmetic mean. Now for checking the geometric mean, for basically checking the geometric mean, how to check the geometric mean? We are just checking their terms, like they are multiple of, what is the consecutive terms, is there multiple of 1 or some other numbers. So this is also the one, like 450 times 1 is 450, then again 450 times 1 is 450, then again 450 times 1 is 450. So the pattern is both arithmetic and geometric. Hope you understand about the arithmetic and the geometric. Let's do the next. What kind of sequence is this? 1, then it's 2204, then it's 221, then it's 238. First of all, finding it out the difference between 187 to 204. Let's check. 187 to 204. It's basically 17. Okay. Now let's check 204 and 221. It's again 17. Now 221 minus 238. It's again 17. So all the difference is 17. So it means that first it's confirmed your term is arithmetic. Okay. Now for the geometric mean, we are checking it out. These are not multiple all same. Like for example, 187 times 2. What is the answer? 187 times 2. The answer is 374, but here is only 204. So we can say that this is not a geometric. This is only the arithmetic. Okay. Now let's check this one. 46, 57, 68, and 79. Let's finding it out the difference in all of it. So when you finding it out the difference, what's your answer? So all of you and then tell me the answer. So it's 46 minus 57. Let's check the difference. 46 minus 57. So the difference is 11. Now 57 to 68. Let's check. Sorry, 57 to 68. It's again 11. Now 68 to 79. It's again 11. So it means that it's arithmetic. But now are these are multiple one? No, these are not the multiply one or the same multiple. So this is not geometric. This is only the arithmetic sequences. Okay. Now let's do some test questions for that. The wholesome bakers baked 3 loaves of bread on Sunday, 18 loaves of bread on Monday, 33 loaves of bread on Tuesday, 48 loaves of bread on Wednesday. What kind of sequence is this? 18, 33, 48. Let's finding it out the difference. 18 minus 33. What's the answer? That is 15. Then 33 minus 48. It's again 15. So which kind of sequence is there? Difference is common. So it means that it's a thematic sequence. Okay. There is no geometric sequence because there is no multiply of 1. Now Stanley did 7 push-ups on Monday, 14 push-ups on Tuesday, 28 push-ups on Wednesday, and 56 push-ups on Thursday. What kind of sequence is it? First of all, subtract 7 minus 14. The answer is 7. Now 14 minus 28. It's 14. Now 28 minus 56. It's 28. Like the previous term is repeated. Okay, it means that it's neither, you can say that arithmetic or geometric. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's geometric. Like basically multiple. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 times 2 is 8, 28. And 28 times 2 is next number. I just forgot that thing. All right. Now you guys tell me, are you able to understand this one? Identify the arithmetic and the geometric one. What is arithmetic? Basically, for in the case of, I'm going to repeat it again. In the case of arithmetic, you all make sure like the difference between all their sequences, difference between all their terms should be the same. Okay, like difference. For example, you are going to subtract some terms and then you have got the same answer for all of it. Okay, the difference between like 7 minus 2 is that number, and 28 minus 2 is other number, like that way. And now for the geometric sequence, you are just going to simply finding it out the multiple, or these multiples are same. So here is the same multiple that would be the 2. In the previous questions we already done it. Okay, now let's do the next. Write variable expression for arithmetic sequence. Write an variable expression to describe the sequence below. Use n to represent the position of a term in the sequence where n is equals to 1 for the first term. Now 9, 10 and 11. First of all, tell me, we are just going to check it out the position of the terms, okay? And then if there is a sequence like 8, 9, 10, 11, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Or you can say that 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to write it now here. So let's check to find the first term. First term, this is n plus 7. And you can say that n plus 7, what's the answer? You are going to choose here 7. Now add on with n plus 7. For first term, n is 1. Okay, first we're going to choose n plus 7, and then you first of all n is 1. So what's the answer? 1 plus 7, which is 8. Now your value of n is 2. So 2 plus 7, that is 9. Now your value of n is 3. 3 plus 7, that is 11. Now check it out. N is equals to 4. So it's 4 plus 7, that is equals to, it's 10. Now it's 11. So the sequence pattern 8, 9, 10 and 11. So here is the sequence pattern n plus 7. Okay. So that is here n plus 7, which is the sequence pattern of that. Let's do the next part. Write an expressions to describe the sequence below. Used to represent Use n to represent of a term in the sequence when n is equals to 1 for the first term. Now for the first term, this is 3, 6, 9, 12. It means that there is just a multiplication, and having you are putting the negative sign with it. So for that, what we do? 3 times which number is 6? 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. And then we are just going to, so we are just going to write minus 3, 6, 9, 12. So here 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. And 3 times 4 is 12. It means that double the terms. So what we do for that? We are just going 3 times n, like 3 into n. So for 3, first of all, 3 n is equals to 2. Okay, what's the answer for n is 2? 3 times 2 is, so I'm going to put it here, 3 into 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Now n is equals to 3. Then 3 times 3 is 9. Now n is equals to 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. Got it? But here is the thing, that are the negative sign. So it means that with the 3 you are going to put negative 3n. Okay? So it means that all the terms have negative sign now. Understand that one? Just simply 3n, just we are going to multiply with the negative terms. First we are going to choose n2, then n3, then n4, then n5. In this way we just end up. Okay, so let's do this one. Write an expression to describe the sequence. It's again the same thing, 3, 6, 9, 12 here. Now again 3n. First of all, n putting 1 because it start from 3. So 3 times 1 is 3. Then putting n 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Then putting n 3. Then 3 times 3 is 9. Putting n 4. Then 3 times 4 is 12. Okay. Now let's do the next. So check it out here, the question. So what is that question? If you are going to check that one, for example, write an expression to describe the sequence. Okay. Use n to represent the position of the term in the sequence where n is equals to 1 for the first term. This is minus 20, minus 30, minus 40. What does it mean? It means that, like, what is value of n now? Okay, look, value of n is minus 10n. This is your sequence. Like how? Minus 10, first of all, you are going to put n is equals to 1. So in place of n, you are going to put 1. 10 times 1 is minus 10. Now you're going to put n is equals to 2. So this is minus 10 into 2. This is minus 20. Now you're going to put n is equals to 3. So minus 10 into 3. That is minus 30. Now you're going to put n is equals to 4. So minus 10 into n, which is equals to minus 10 into 4. That would be equals to minus 40. Okay, this is the sequence pattern for that question, that is minus 10 n. For first we are going to put n value 1, then n value 2, then n value 3, then n value 4. It's all up to you, like which value you are going to. Okay, let's do one more question, then we'll finish up the class. So here write an expression to describe the sequence below. Use n to represent the position of the terms in the sequence where n is equals to 1 for the first term, that is minus 92, 184, 276, 368. As we know that, first we just check it out. 92 times 2, what's the answer? That is 184. Then 92 times 3, what is the answer, which is 92, sorry, 92 times 3, that is 276, it's given. Then 90 times 4, it's 368, it's given. It means that your sequence is minus 92 with n. So in place of n, minus 92 is same. In place of n, I'm going to put 1. Answer is minus 92. Then you are going to put minus 92, it's 2. Then 184 with negative sign. Then minus 92 with 3. 276. In this way with 4, in this way with 5, in this way with 6. Okay, hope you guys understand this lesson. So if you still need any query, any help, then you can contact on our tutors that are available on Skype Monday to Friday 5 to 9 p.m. So you guys make sure before starting the next session you just practice all these questions. Okay, so now have a good day, you all. Bye.